Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So before I begin, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Also don't forget to share this video, it is a really big help. Also as well, don't forget to get involved. There's comment sections down below, or you can get involved on my socials, Kirsty Johnson Coaching, on both Facebook and on Instagram, and kirstyjohnsoncoaching@gmail.com if you are wanting to get sessions, you want a chat privately, or whatever. Because I am actually a relationship coach, so I can help you out in that. Okay, pleasantries done, let's get on with the video. So today's video is a kind of follow-on from last video that I did about kind of how to maintain boundaries. The one before that was the one about how to set boundaries, and then I told you about the importance of boundaries in the video before that. Today's video is about if you're at the other side and you have ignored someone's boundaries. So, or not ignored them, but stepped over, and you didn't mean to, or you want to make amends. And the first part of wanting to make amends is wanting to make amends, and you're actually wanting it. You're not just wanting to be let off the hook, sort of thing. And the thing with boundaries, someone who's maintaining the boundaries, you have betrayed their trust, communication, and also, their respect, because you haven't respected their boundaries. They don't trust you on what you're going to say next. And the other thing as well is that you haven't communicated that with them. So the first thing you need to start doing if you have broken someone's boundaries down, or someone has broken your boundary down and you're wondering whether or not to kind of bring them back in to the fold, if that makes sense, is if they go about respecting your boundaries and what they're going to do in order to almost get you back in your life. And I don't mean give you flowers. You do realize presents, like big sort of out there presents, don't show forgiveness. They actually just show, I can woo you back into it, but I'm still going to do the same crap that I was doing before. That's what it says. That's what it says. So how do you do it? How do you go about it? Well, first and foremost, if you're the person at the other end, it's about change. It's about whether or not you're willing to keep to their boundaries and adhere to their boundaries going forward. And if it's something like, say, you cheated and you know it was a one-time thing and you know why, and you've worked through the issues, or you're going to work through the issues, and you've done the steps to do so, then go back in and tell them that I didn't mean to cheat and I will not do it again. I am working through my issues. This is what's wrong. And you keep that communication open, because you communicate, which often helps trust, and trust means respect. So they all interlink. So if you're like that, it's about doing that. It's about understanding why they might be upset because you've broken down these boundaries, looking into yourself and looking kind of, okay, I actually do want them, and I am willing to adhere to their boundaries, obviously in the idea that they will adhere to yours as well. And to then go about doing that, so getting the help if you need it, or at least putting yourself on a waiting list to get help, or suggesting open communication, that you will communicate more, or you will try work through issues even if you can't get hold of a coach or a counsellor, is to maybe go and do it yourself. There's a lot of things you can look at, or you can watch these videos. Because a lot of people's sort of boundaries are often things that are big. These are things like cheating, these are things like abuse. For a couple of people, it's things like, you have to be quite willing that I will also have a career and I'm not just going to give it up for you, and that sort of thing. And that often can be, and a lot of people, some people don't, with the whole career thing, some people don't think about it because they're often thinking of themselves. And if that's the case, then it is just a case of, I love you enough that if anything does happen, that I understand your career comes first. And if that's all you have to say to them, and they mean it, and they mean it, look at their body language. Body language tells you a heck of a lot about what people are thinking. First time I ever heard this, I was like, seriously? Like, you can watch somebody, don't listen to what they're saying, watch what they're saying. Because people say things there's many ways you can actually figure out how someone is lying to you just by kind of how they're speaking, how they're holding themselves. People don't like lying. They put their hands over their faces when they lie. They crumple up because we don't like inconsistencies. We don't like it when what we're saying on the inside, what we're feeling on the inside, isn't reflecting what we're saying on the outside. That's why when you have to apologise and you really don't want to, you sort of grit your teeth when you speak, like, sorry. Because we don't want it getting out. We don't feel sorry and we don't feel it properly. Humans, we sort of look off. We don't look people in the eye when we're lying. Not bad liars anyway. And stuff like that. There's quite a lot of things that we do. Just if you're just looking at somebody to tell if they're lying. If you're that person at the other side and their boundaries have been broken down, how do you recognise that someone is changing? Well, first and foremost, what are they doing to change? They're not coming back saying it won't happen again and they haven't given you why, because it will happen again if they've done nothing. Now, if they're sitting there going, I've worked on myself, I've worked through my issues, I've started writing a diary, I'm going to a counsellor, I'm going to a coach, I'm talking with friends, I've got a close-knit thing now with family, I'm talking through some of my issues with family. If they're doing something towards change and they're serious about it and you know they're serious about it, then go ahead. And it's all about feeling. Use your gut feeling. We don't use gut feelings enough in life. You have to listen to the gut. The gut tells you everything. Have you ever kind of been sort of talking to someone and you felt like uneasy and you're not quite sure why? It's your brain telling you, not good, not good, not good, not good. It's a very strange phenomenon. I wonder why we do it. Probably just a system that we've had put in place as we've kind of adapted. But yeah, it's a very strange phenomenon. So yeah, it's hard because you have to see where they are, even if they say with work, if they're serious about keeping it up and they're serious about keeping and adhering to your boundaries again, then you should let them if you feel like you should. But it's up to you guys. The decision is in your hands, as everything is in life. You make the decisions as you go through life, and yeah. So I really am sorry this is a very, very short video. I hope you guys are okay with everything that's going on in the world at the moment. So yeah. So before I go, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Also share this video. It's a really big help. And finally, of course, as I always say, socials, Kirsty Johnson Coaching, at both Facebook and on Instagram. And of course, kirstyjohnsoncoaching@gmail.com if you are wanting sessions. You can actually get them online. Even though I do face-to-face sessions, I actually do sessions online. I know at the moment with the whole no one wants to go see each other and everyone seems to be isolating themselves, a lot of people are wanting ones inside. So if anybody's worried about that, I actually do online ones using online means. So yeah. Okay, that's everything from me today. Have a lovely day. Also, as well, don't forget that I am actually releasing a podcast on Wednesday. This won't become a normal thing, but for the next couple of weeks, whilst everyone's in isolation, I decided that another podcast will be good. So there will be one out on Wednesday afternoon or evening time, depending on UK time. So yeah, have a lovely day.